What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Thomas here with the usual hosts, as usual, Dylan and Nathan. We have two guests on today, Jordan, which you have seen him in the previous episodes, and we have another guest today, a new one, Colten. How would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Hi.
I bet that's what you are right now.
I wish. Well, I do normally start this off.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, normally, how do you start off the podcast?
I just did.
Well,
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Colton. I currently sitting there going to college.
Yeah, don't
Hanging out
yourself.
with these guys, and yeah, I won't motivate myself too much. Either way, I guess the best way to say it, I am the crazy redneck of the group.
Yeah, when you hear the banjo start playing in the hallways, that's when you need to duck and cover.
Bow, 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 bow. Run, it's Colton.
Yeah. All right.
If it wasn't for Colton's grandpa, Tubman would have never been a thing.
Oof. Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna...
He would have never chased out the farm.
Hold on. Another thing we need to do before... Okay, yeah, here's a warning. We use explicit language, so just be advised if there's any children around below the age of 18. That's about it. Just a warning.
Well, fuckity fuck.
Yeah, lately I've been thinking about cloning.
What
do you mean, like yourself?
Like, explain how we...
Well, wait, what do you mean? Did I say we?
What?
Did I say we've been thinking about cloning?
No, I said, don't we normally start off with, like, how we met?
Oh, yeah. Colton, how'd you meet us?
Well, let's see. I was going to a different school for about until 6th grade, transferred over there. I think I met Jordan through my brother. And then we started hanging out a bit and was quick to meet. I know I met Thomas then, and I'm pretty sure I met Dylan at the time. Either that or a little bit later on. Either way, then later Nathan showed up, and we've just been hanging out ever since.
Hey,
it's like happened like a freak of nature. He just showed up. Like,
we just came across him. He was lying on the side of the road. We thought about leaving him there, but we thought he might have money.
He laid his ass flat with my truck. We picked him up, and he's been here ever since.
Hi, can y'all give me a ride? Should have said no.
We were ready to have quite the feast.
Oh.
Sorry.
You been thinking about cloning, Thomas?
Yeah, cloning. Like, just think about it. You can do multiple things at once, but the only thing I'm worried about is having to keep them in line.
Yeah, what if the cloning process got messed up and one just turned on you or something?
I'm willing to drop them in a fucking heartbeat.
Wouldn't it be more than they are you?
Son of a bitch, I did not see that coming.
Thomas, I got a question for you about cloning, okay?
Yeah.
You clone yourself, okay?
Uh-huh.
And you somehow, like, say if you have two clones, combine those two clones, okay? Like, you merge them together, okay?
Super clone.
Let me finish. Become better, like, you become, like, more every single way, or just physically? Because you would think your brain would be, like, more evolved, but it's still only the exact same knowledge you knew before. It's no new knowledge.
If you just said, like...
Would the processing power go up, though?
don't know.
Nah, I
Well, I
think
mean,
it
like-
definitely degrade. I don't think anyone
Thomas.
any one body could withstand that threshold of weaponized autism.
Oh fuck!
God damn it.
Oh man.
But God damn it.
This like about a month ago at work because the cloning process came up. It was like you would think because if you combine two people, like the physically you would get stronger because it's like double the muscle, double this and everything. Like maybe we think you could like think of comebacks and like responses and reactions faster, but the knowledge you know would not grow.
Nah.
What if it was like you just had to, you know how you think in your head, you have what if there's just two voices in your head, like constantly?
That's a psychopath. That's a definition of one.
That's schizophrenic.
I thought a psychopath was your emotions. You can't connect to people.
Well,
I'm
a
like,
psychopath and a sociopath, they both can't connect with emotions. It's just the methods. Like a psychopath, it's like without hesitation, burst of outrage. But with sociopaths, they choose their targets and plan and articulate their moves. But still, without.
I thought it was the other way around.
No.
Psychopaths are crazy.
And I think sociopaths, they don't really have like actual emotions, but it seems like it. They just kind of imitate it.
Real manipulative.
See, now here's the thought that I just thought about it. Would
Look,
there
ladies
ever,
and gentlemen,
No way.
in thought.
would there ever be a case to where like a sociopath would not know that he didn't understand? Let me see if I can say this better. He did not understand what emotion he was feeling because he didn't realize he wasn't feeling emotion. If that could make sense.
I don't know. I think sociopaths too, because I know psychopaths. Like, if you generally are crazy or a psychopath, you don't know that. Like, you think you're normal.
Like
but with a sociopath, I think they do know.
So
They know they're crazy or different.
So I could be a psychopath.
Well, I mean,
well, yeah, that's the thing. There's a kid in me and Thomas' PE class, I think in 7th grade. Thomas, do you remember who it was? It was he had glasses.
Use an alternate name.
Alright. Well, Jordan hit him in the face one time.
Oh shit.
Wait, did I like fight him on the bus?
Yeah.
Okay, I know his name. Let me
Okay.
I don't know.
Name him.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about, so
let's see if I could spell his name.
But we'll call him David. Yeah.
Whoa.
So there's a kid named David in our PE class, and his whole thing was that he claimed he was genuinely crazy, and his reason being was that he tried to stab his brother while he was sleeping, and that never made any sense to me because, like I said, like psychopaths or people that are crazy don't know that they're crazy. So him telling us that kind of just lets you know he's being edgy, but I don't know.
Wait, so do you think like a psychopath just does whatever he does and like considers it normal? Like
yeah,
like it's just normal in society, whatever.
Yeah, like that just in his mind he's doing everything the way things should be done.
Yeah, like he thinks that's the social norm.
Okay.
And the sociopath understands.
So are the
yeah. Like a sociopath would be like Dexter.
Yeah.
I think.
Since doesn't he plan his kills out? I never really watched a show, but I've witnessed.
I never watched it either, but yeah, like he plans out the people he kills and his mind has like reasoning behind it.
I think he kills killers. Like he.
Yeah. What he would do is he'd work as the detective group and actually kill the killers before the police got them.
But like with his case, it was different though. He was wasn't he made into like a sociopath? Like at it. Yeah, because he had a what's it called? A traumatizing experience, right, when he was a kid. Dexter. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I don't think it was
normal.
that.
Yeah, and then like, no, I remember because I watched the show. I think with like Nathan or something.
His mom was murdered.
He saw his parents get killed in front.
Oh, I did not know about that. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh no, I was talking about Dexter.
Well, I knew about Dexter. I mean, I thought you were talking about a different scene in the show. Because I think there's another scene. The earliest scene I had seen was him, like something about he went pig hunting and was like just crazy about the dead pig.
Colten.
Yeah.
I want to hear your personal experiences of what you did with a pig. I'm trying to bring that up.
Well, you see, ooh, okay, that's weird. Well, you see, most of my experience with a pig came towards killing it, cleaning it, cutting it, the ribs and everything, cooking it, and eating it. In that order.
So, basically the same process that you do a dick.
Oh. Well, I'm going to sleep tight tonight with that news.
Damn. Chill. Chill.
Pig.
No, well, one thing I was looking at the other day is that in Texas, pigs are such a problem that you can basically kill them any way you want to. I think there's a place out in Austin, or maybe like near Austin, and they basically have like a service where you can go in a helicopter with machine guns and just mow pigs down.
Are you sure you're not confusing them with boars or the other?
Well, pigs, boars, like they're all like same thing.
Yeah,
Are they? I thought.
Well, they're a little bit different, but you know they're kind of the same.
Is a big difference in the scientific community.
What a boar
We're not
is.
scientists, Thomas.
Okay. Here's what a boar is. A boar is just a pig that had escaped captivity and turned wild. That's basically it. It is a feral pig. That's all that these wild pigs are. It's just farm pigs that went wild.
You're comparing salmon and sharks. Like, yeah, they're very different, but they're both fish.
They're not fish.
What are they then, Thomas?
Okay. Well, a shark would be considered a mammal. And
what the fuck?
Yeah,
shark is definitely a fish.
They give birth live.
I'm pretty sure.
I think there's some more
alive, but
I think there's some more criterias other than being born alive.
Well, isn't a platypus considered a mammal?
Yeah.
Everything is born alive.
Yeah. Well, not everything.
I don't know what animal that you know is born dead and then reincarnates.
Hey, I did not say they are reincarnated.
Ooh.
I wouldn't put it past you.
I did not say they come back in reincarnation. They just don't come back. They just end up dead.
Man. Y'all know what do y'all think, like, honestly, that JFK was killed by Lee Harvey Oswald? Like, have y'all seen those videos?
No, I don't believe it. It was
like, there's a lot of evidence.
It was. I heard these Cuban crows off in the distance. They were going coo coo.
What?
No, it's like old Bill Hicks joke about the JFK assassination.
What I would say is I believe Lee Harvey Oswald was involved. I do not think he did it alone, though.
No, not alone. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Well, did y'all know, like, the gun that... The what?
Speak about the gun.
Oh, like, the FBI, like when they first found the gun, like the initial report said that they couldn't find any fingerprints from Lee Harvey Oswald, and then they released a second report that they said, well, oh wait, we did find them. The first report was wrong. And then the people that had done the X-rays of JFK, like I think the first hospital he went to, because he went to 2 hospitals. When they released the X-rays, the people that did them said, yeah, they said like those aren't the X-rays we did. Like they were changed and stuff, or like messed with, tampered. And then even the picture with Lee Harvey Oswald with the gun is superimposed. Like that's a different face, and in the original picture, he wasn't even holding a gun.
What if he's reptilian and we just don't know it?
Oh,
yeah, like
we're on
what's his name?
Here.
Real woke niggas. We should change it from Flycast to woke niggas.
I'm pretty sure there's something like that already.
The lizard hunt.
Whoa! We're gonna compare. We're not. I don't want to be affiliated with the Lizard Squad after they shut.
I don't know about lizard politicians or JFK assassinations, but I do know for sure that the Earth is flat.
Oof.
Oh my god!
I say it's a triangle.
Bro, the Earth is flat. What the fuck?
It is
a
not flat.
triangle.
It's an octagon.
How's it a triangle, Thomas?
Well, Earth doesn't actually exist. It's just a mirror projection that is projected into our minds.
That's what I was going to
Well,
say.
then that would mean we don't exist.
We never did.
Oh.
Watch all of us get terminated within the next week as soon as this goes up.
But Thomas, that whole entire thing was just bullshit. I'm sorry, but it's just bullshit.
What part's bullshit?
What do you mean? Like, you can't say we never existed. Like,
what do you mean? What I mean?
Yeah, like what am I experiencing right now? I'm just fucking sitting here, like.
Not said it.
What am I seeing?
Jordan, for you, I can diagnose you. You're experiencing the big gay.
The big what?
Big gay.
Oh, the big gay. Goddamn. You're bigger than me.
What do you mean I'm bigger than you?
Have you seen it?
Nothing. No, I haven't seen fucking anything. But I think, Colton, you've seen one up close a couple of times.
No. I don't have any issue with that.
But like, man, speaking of seeing things, Ghost would have to be.
Y'all think ghosts are real?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hang on, like, are we talking like spirits? Or are we talking like the Halloween ghost shit?
What do you mean Halloween ghost shit?
Probably.
I'd say spirits.
Yeah, probably spirits.
Yeah,
I don't believe in spirits.
Edgy.
Why not?
There's just like no evidence to it at all.
Could you? Well,
I don't
yeah,
know. It's just like in my previous dorm room, shit would go flying off my bed.
Did you see it happen?
My shampoo bottle would go flying across the room.
So you get shampoo next to your bed.
Yeah.
Wait, was it shampoo or lotion?
Shampoo. Lotion, no. I raw dog it, man.
Did I ever tell y'all the story of what Adrian said he saw in my house?
What did he say in your house?
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't remember.
Okay. So, like, y'all ever played the game, or heard of the clap game, you know?
From the
no.
Conjuring?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Basically, you just turn off all the lights. What?
You know, slap, clap.
But,
Thomas, we're not talking about your sex life. We're talking about The Conjuring.
fucking, anyways, alright, so all the lights in the house were turned off, and, it was me, Adrian, and Seth, and we were the only ones at the house at the I think that night. Anyways, me and Seth were hiding in the same room together, so we knew we were in the we knew where we were. But anyways, Adrian, do y'all know where the room where you go up the stairs and you take a left and it's Seth's room?
Yeah.
Anyways, Adrian said he saw Seth standing in the corner. Hey Seth, I found you, and that Seth didn't turn around. Yeah, he said he saw Seth, but Seth was in the same room with me. We were right next to each other because we were hiding in there's closets in the room I'm in now, which was where we were hiding. And so he says Seth didn't do anything, so he's like, okay, whatever, maybe he's on his phone or something. So he goes into Jeremy's room, which he said he saw me under the bed or something, fucking some creepy ass shit. And then eventually he went downstairs, and me and Seth were like, well, where is he? Because we had just been sitting in the closet for a fat minute, and we go downstairs, and he's came down, what the hell? And we're like, what do you mean, dude? And he told us at the time what he had saw.
Yeah.
I don't know if his credibility or anything, but he swears he saw it.
What drug was he on that night?
He was probably tripping. Or was this around the time we were wanting to fuck with the Devil's Bible and shit?
Nah, this was in middle school, dude. It was a while back.
This is Adrian, though.
Yeah. So I mean,
you remember the makeshift Ouija board?
Oh, wow, that's fucking funny.
It was so pathetic.
I wish that shit worked.
I do too. That would have been awesome.
It probably did work, but you guys are just too stupid to see the signs.
Thomas, do you want to be a little bitch, or do you actually want to be nice to us?
What I'll one up you, but
how the fuck would it work and not have the glass piece moving?
Wait, what?
That little eyepiece that you're supposed to have for a Ouija board?
Well,
what would be other signs of it working without other than that?
The Ouija board, okay. It depends on. For it to work, I really don't know how it works, but for it to work, I don't know. I'm stunting right now.
You're gonna tell us how it works. You don't know how it works.
It's supposed to.
What are we trying to accomplish here?
Me and Nene did everything by the fucking book.
Probably the wrong book.
Hopes and dreams. Okay, is that so much to ask?
I don't know. It depends. On. I would say it has to depend on your own spiritual connection to the other side.
So, are you saying we each have our own
I mean, we have a
what do you mean a spiritual connection?
To the other side.
Yeah, we have a soul, but
yeah, well, hypothetically, but it's it's if you think about death and the other side and what your future may be after death or some sort.
Mm-hmm.
I have to think about my future after death.
Yeah.
Nathan, by that statement that you're saying there, it sounds about the fact it didn't work because you were there.
I mean, it would still
do y'all
work,
think?
Even if
someone is. I mean, you're saying that they're thinking about death and everything, and Nathan's philosophy on death is, well, life sucks. It looks like I'm dead. I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying at least that's how it was whenever you were doing it.
That's why I'm confused. I'm I don't understand how that works. How you have to think about after death for something else to pop up,
I understand what you're
there's
saying.
multiple dimensions and other worlds that may exist. It's like we never really truly die, even though like you may die in your physical form, but you're not really dead.
So do you think, like when we die, our consciousness just moves on to the next plane of whatever?
Yeah, and plus I'm also connecting other timelines. Like we're not only living in this timeline, we're also living in different timelines, and our thoughts are all connected in one form or way. And like what happens is what we may be thinking in our mind in this universe may actually be happening in the other universe. We may actually be dead in another universe, or we may actually be somewhere further in time.
A lot of good universes out there. I need to visit.
What?
So like,
Thomas, what drug are you on?
but I mean, it's an interesting thing, though.
I mean, he's got a point. It is interesting to think about.
But wouldn't there just be like another dimension? Like, say we died in this one, wouldn't there just be another dimension where we're alive somewhere else?
Yeah.
So then our thoughts just keep getting bounced around and we never really die?
Yeah, and like if pain, well, I think this, like, if we just get a sudden burst of pain out of nowhere, it's like maybe that other life is dying.
That's
taking a.
That does make sense, honestly, though.
Okay, so I got a story for you to kind of go into this.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that sudden burst of pain. Jordan, you remember the army girl,
see
right?
A doctor about that if you're busting nuts like that.
It was not there.
Do you have mesothelioma?
Mesothelioma. Jordan, you remember army girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the whole
he dumped her in
incident
a
was
ditch
going
just to clarify everything. She's safe.
Oh, shit. What ends up happening is, so we go ahead, we leave the motel where we were. We head off when we start exploring this abandoned building. So this abandoned building looks like the big hotel. I don't know is it okay to say the name of the town that we're in and everything?
I don't know. Let me see how close it is to any of the areas I visit or you visit, or I'll think
here. Let me.
I mean,
yeah.
you can say it, but the audience may hear nothing. But yeah, just say it.
Well, I was gonna say it's that thing.
Oh,
like it's
fuck.
that.
Jesus Christ! No, you're not gonna say that shit.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. That's the issue. It's the big. Either way, that big ass red building.
Just say it in our hometown. God damn.
Well, no, isn't that what the name of the building is?
Hometown.
I mean, you could call it by its nickname.
You could take the hometown
Big
hotel.
Red. Okay, I forgot that was the nickname for it. I forgot that. Either way, you remember Big Red, the big giant tower and everything. So think about putting Big Red right next to essentially a motel.
Uh-huh.
So what ends up happening is we sit there, we walk up these stairs and get up on top of this little weird wall bit that connects this motel kind of thing to the actual hotel building. What ends up happening is at first we're just wandering around the roof of the motel section. Then we see a board had been ripped off to where you can get inside the hotel. So we're on the, I want to say, 4th floor of this whole motel. And we start exploring all across. And then a girl turns to me and says, "You want to go up or down?" I sat there and I was like, I already didn't like the vibe in there. It felt like something was going on. But I went, oh, well, how about we go down? I just figured down. She said she wanted to go up. I was like, okay, let's go up.
I was
down, insinuating, go down on me.
Hey. Either way, we go up the first floor, or not the first floor. We go to the 5th, do the same thing, and we're going up. until we're at the 8th floor. We had this weird feeling, and we go around the staircase and we walk into this room. About that point, she sits there and says, okay, I gotta get out of this room. Crazy feeling. About that point, I'm sitting there and I feel like something's going on, but I didn't know. Either way, she sat there and walked off and everything. I was like, okay, this is getting weird now. So we walk out. We start headed towards the stairs to go up to the next floor. Now, please note before I say this, the floor is made of concrete, and it's probably about a foot thick of concrete, right? You'd probably not be able to hear anything going on the top floor too well. Next thing we know is we hear rocks kind of shuffling, clear as day. Like just think of like a raccoon or something crawling on the ground. Either way, I'm sitting there like, well, that's weird. You would think it'd be muffled because it wasn't muffled really. Either way, at that point, she flips shit and she says, I want out. And I'm kind of like, I kind of want to check that out. Either way, she sits there and says, nope, we're out. And I said, okay. So we leave off the building. As we're back on that motel bed, trying to walk out, sit there, and she just starts looking up at the 9th floor. And they have this little, I guess you could say, cubicle building. No, not cubicle building. This little room on the 10th floor that leads to the roof of the whole hotel. And she just dead ass looking at it like she's looking at the fucking devil or something. And I'm just like, the fuck? So I look up at it. And I just like zero in, trying to find any kind of shape, figure, or anything. For a second, I thought I saw something, but at this point, I'm not sure if it's me or if it's actually there. Because at this point, I'm expecting something.
So what do you think it was?
This story is about to explain why I think it was. So we get away and we start driving. Like this is the last bit.
Intermission.
This is the last.
Go with your snacks.
This is the last little bit. Okay, this is the last little bit. So we finally get back to a motel and we're sitting there talking about it and everything. And I'm like, that thing just sounds weird as fuck because she explains to me what it looks like and everything to her, and she's preaching off Latin to it while we were leaving.
What?
I don't know. At that point, I'm like, the fuck is going on? She claims to be a witch.
Wait, she does?
Wait, she just went off in Latin?
She just started blabbering off Latin at the
You got yourself a
area.
possessed bitch.
Right,
I mean, that does sound kind of possessed.
She claimed that she knew what she was doing and that she was trying to scare it away and all that stuff. And I was like, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Probably
You're
putting a
scaring me
hex
now.
on your ass.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. No, my luck. Either way, so we get back to the car. We're back at the motel at this point. And I sit there and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And everything. And next thing I know is my left shoulder just feels like something just grabbed it and dug its fingers in. But it felt like it went through the bone.
Were you scarred or anything?
I mean, my shoulder was a little red, but not really.
You should take a picture, man.
I don't know. At that point, I sat there and was like, son of a bitch, started screaming a little bit because that hurt like a motherfucker. And I just jumped out of the car and I was like, get me away from my own fucking car. Wow.
What?
Like, it chased me out of my car. And I was just like, shit.
Thought you were in a hotel.
But
We were at a motel. We were in the parking lot.
What is that noise?
That's Nathan. Well, I guess he stopped. Either way,
Probably printing.
So, like, I had that sudden shot of pain and everything. I didn't even know what happened. Either way, I guess you got something on that.
You could have probably been attacked by an anteater or a bear in another universe or dimension, and time shift, tear through time could have affected you, and you were just
the fuck.
What?
I just really didn't think you had an answer for that.
Try me.
What have y'all ever seen like a dog or I guess like a cat like look at something and like there's nothing there? You know, like when they get tense and they're just like maybe in the corner or something, they're just growling.
Yeah.
But there's nothing there.
Yeah.
That shit, like, I don't know, like how do you explain that? Like what's the dog seeing?
Well, their field of vision with their eyesight is different from ours. So, because dogs don't see color, correct? I don't remember.
Oh, I'm just in a podcast right now.
I think that's right.
Like, since they don't see color, they can see a different shade. They have a different field of perception of view than we carry. Since we have that contrast and light, so much light going into our eye that we kind of ignore little glimpses of what may actually be in front of us, like for a brief period of time, like maybe a second or two. And we may see nothing, but the dog may see it like for eternity. And plus, like with dogs, their time of living is different from ours. So it's like 1 year for a human being is 7 years for them. So something has to play with that.
So what do you think they're seeing though? Like that we can't see, like ghosts or things?
Yeah, true.
I mean, it could be possible because whenever I was a really little kid, I could every now and then I'd see just in the faintest in the side of my peripheral vision. Every now and then you'd see the shadow people.
Yeah, as young kids,
I've seen shadow.
You're being birthed into the world, and you probably have some remnants of a previous life still still wandering
at like
inside of you.
7 years old?
Yeah.
So, wait, Thomas, do you think like... let me try to word it. So do you think like we, like when we're... I've heard it like this, like, was it reincarnation? Like when we're born... Like when we die, we're born again. And, like, we still retain our memories and stuff, but, like, we're just babies. And over time, like, as we grow up, our brain, I guess, like, builds over what we have had before, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I think, like, the only way we'll really ever be able to, like, connect... But how would you, like, how could you break a cycle like that? You know, like, reincarnation? Like, what could you do to stop that?
Nuclear war.
The Matrix.
The Matrix, kind of. Yeah, that is true.
You know, that would explain one bit for you, because there was this one story of where, like with what Thomas is saying, there's this one story out there of a little girl one day talking to her mom. Next thing you know, she turns around and says, Mommy, do you remember when I was mommy and you were daughter? And the mom just flipped shit, because this was a little girl.
Children are crazy, honestly. They say some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
They aren't crazy. It's plus they have a real imaginative mind before reality really kicks into the perception of view of life.
Yeah, kids, go to college. You'll figure.
So do you think
out.
like?
Because as you grow up and you're absorbing knowledge, you're kind of blinding your perception to another world.
So what you're saying is the dumber we are, the more likely we are to see another world?
Some people are just
I was wondering where that roast was going to come from.
God dang it. But, you know what I thought was interesting?
What do you think was interesting?
Oh man, I think I got it from Joe Rogan. They were talking about it. Did you know, like, bacteria, like, if they're in a petri dish, like, different bacteria, they'll actually fight. Like humans will. Like they'll have the same like strategies like that we have. And also like if like a certain bacteria, like if a certain bacteria can't kill off another bacteria, those two bacteria will start cooperating, and then they'll spread out and kill the other bacteria that's in the petri dish. And then even like I thought was crazier than this, like if there's other bacteria within the bacteria that's like lazy or something or not doing like as much work as the other, they'll actually like shun them and like kick them out of like the group. Bacteria, I guess, or like however bacteria society is.
I want to know exactly what form of society does bacteria do? Because last I checked, they just sit there collecting food for themselves, what little they need, and then they just reproduce asexually.
I wonder what like their reality is, you know, or like their
what their life is like
or their like consciousness too, I guess, or like not consciousness, but like I don't know. Do you think like how they see themselves? You know, like what do they think, or like can they even think?
Well, they have a nucleus.
I mean, obviously.
I mean, if they have a nucleus, it's similar to a brain and it functions.
You're right, but think about this process. The fact of a nucleus is just the simplest form of a brain that there is. Yet our brains are composed of millions of trillions of cells that each have a nucleus. So if it requires that many of them to make our brains operate, why would we need as big of a brain if the nucleus can create a consciousness and everything?
Humans are more complex since there's that emotional attachment that is brought along with the thought.
True.
While like for animals,
I think
like for different species, like of non-human species, they probably do have emotions, but just not as intense as human beings. Since they know the basics of survival and what to do, they already have a mission set and a goal. While human beings have multiple routes to take and to survive in a evolving in a world where it's evolving every day.
I think like we also have the ability like to imagine too. Like, do you think like other animals could imagine? Like we could imagine anything we want and try to like or strive to build that, you know?
Yeah, but
so
for
like
animals, I don't believe so.
Probably not.
That is an interesting thought.
I'm trying to think of a scenario where an animal like would think, like where there's evidence that they do think ahead.
Emotions.
Well, I wasn't really thinking ahead.
Maybe. Well, what about like service dogs? Because they could like. Well, no, not really.
They're docile, and plus
I feel
it's
like kinda...
it's like an evolutionary trait for canines and stuff to be docile to human beings. It's like in their genetic coding since through evolution and time.
Do y'all think the Egyptians built the pyramids?
Yeah.
I mean, I believe it's possible.
I don't think.
Well, like,
I don't think Jews or slaves did it though.
I don't like. If you look at like how it's built, I don't think they did, because like there's no hieroglyphs inside. They never found any pharaoh or sarcophagus in there. What else?
Wait, in the pyramids?
Oh, and then like. Yeah, in the pyramids, like if you look inside, there's no hieroglyphs, there's no sarcophagus.
According to my art history teacher, she says that she finds them and that you will find them not in them, but under them. That they actually have a tunnel system set up.
Yeah, I I've heard that too. There's like hidden like underground networks like connecting to it. Yeah. But it's also like did they really build that though? And then like the quarry that they got those rocks from, or stone blocks, for what it was like
limestone.
I think either a mile or 5 miles. And they haven't even found ways, like all the ways that they said that they could have like quarried or cut these stones, like hasn't been proven to work. And they haven't even found any of the stone tools besides like chisels. But like, you're not going to get like that accurate of a cut with a chisel. And you know, like those blocks.
Maybe training and experience, and then does it rain in Egypt in desert areas? Pretty sure it does. Oh wait, it floods.
Well, okay. By that concept of how would they get them that smooth and everything, how would the Romans be able to build
erosion?
Those
erosion.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying what he's talking about whenever they were perfectly cut and everything at the beginning. I'm saying how would the Romans be able to get as perfect cutting on marble and everything? I feel like that they would probably know the same thing.
Well, you're looking at two completely different societies.
Yeah.
Well, you're right.
Like,
I'm saying they have the same goal in mind, but different methods of execution.
You're right. I'm saying, though, you can get a smooth stone. It's basically what I'm trying to say. You can get a smooth cut.
It's not impossible. But what I'm saying is, like, at the quantity to build a pyramid, and then, like, the tools, and, like, I think, like, they, like, tried to prove it with chisels.
What
the
is
bronze
the ETA
chisels
they give on how long it takes to build a pyramid?
I think the Great Pyramid of Giza, I think they predicted it to be like 22 years it took to build, kind of around that area.
Like,
but it's like
just putting it together piece by piece, or cutting it out.
Yeah, piece by piece.
Well, yeah, the building
they
part,
did.
But is it also including it when they chisel everything out? Because
no, it's not including that because they still don't know how they did that.
Well, like, they're probably missing the element of weather and climate.
What do you mean, weather and climate?
Wind erosion. There's
like,
wind erosion, water erosion. It takes off.
I know that, but like,
yeah, but you can't concentrate that. That just happens.
Yeah.
Randomly.
And then did y'all know the pyramids? They even look like how they look now. They're completely smooth.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah, they're smooth then, but
wait, today?
Well, I think also another. Back then, they were completely smooth, and at the top, at the top, I think it had like a gold pyramid, but they haven't even found that either. Like, it's missing the top piece.
I mean, it could make sense on that part. Are you kidding me? I bet you gave it 5 years, you'd get some crazy guy going up to the top to steal a big ass giant gold pyramid.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't think the Egyptians would let that happen. So like, I don't know. It's just weird.
My art history professor sat there and talked about where apparently grave robbery was very common in ancient Egypt.
Oh yeah, it was, but I don't know. And then like another crazy thing. I forgot about this. Like the pyramids, the Great Pyramids of Giza. If you look like at that age and then later ages of pyramids, the quality goes down, and they're actually like structured worse than the older ones. So like, why would their technique and building style like degrade over like time? Wouldn't it just like improve? I mean,
it depends on their leader. And
it doesn't make sense.
It depends.
It depends on what cultural shift was taking place.
Yeah, there are cases of where in ancient Egypt, they did have issues of a civil war in a way.
True, but I mean, they wouldn't like lose that much like knowledge and stuff, though. Would they?
It depends on.
I mean, if the pyramids were
the amount of resources were used at the time, it could either plummet or increase.
That's true.
Yeah, just not able to get the resources needed for it and the manpower behind it needed, I imagine. So they had to rush the project before they sat there and dealt with the issue of like, I don't know, the guy's dead. Oh look, we're only a third of the way done.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like the original pyramids, those were thought had to have been built by slaves. But when you like look further into it, the quality of the pyramids was too nice for it to have not been done by slaves. So they're saying like it was done by people that were trained to do just that. And so maybe as time went on, those people that were trained weren't around anymore. So maybe the quality degraded because of that.
Yeah.
Like maybe the later pyramids were built by slaves, but the original ones were supposedly not.
There are cases of where they would actually pay workers to sit there and build the pyramids as well. I think there's one of like actually paying them in a form of beer because water was so dangerous to drink at the time. I mean, it makes sense. Beer has been the main form of drinking any
the safest form.
liquid.
I mean,
yeah, the safest. Safe, there we go.
In moderation.
Yeah. Just because water, they didn't understand how to clean water and all that stuff.
What do y'all think the Sphinx is for?
Oh shit, they talked about that in my class. I think I slept that day.
Well, like it's kind of funny because like the Sphinx isn't even mentioned in any hieroglyphs either.
The Sphinx, completely forgot what it stood for.
It's the like the cat body and it has like a human face or something.
Yeah,
it's like a pharaoh head. Or something.
I think that was to represent a god.
Yeah, I think so.
But like, why wouldn't they put it in any hieroglyphs or anything?
Well, I mean,
I don't even think there's hieroglyphs on it.
Ask them.
I can't ask them.
Maybe there wasn't a need to because they already have these giant statues.
Here, let me see if I can do this bit real quick.
Do the bit.
Well, I know if you hurt a cat at the time, like a penalty could be death.
Oh yeah, you do not fuck with cats at the time.
Yeah, they used to like worship them.
Let's see.
No,
there are some hieroglyphs of the Sphinx.
There are?
Yeah.
You should send them to the group chat. I kind of want to see because I heard there wasn't any hieroglyphs of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Sphinx was used as a form of guardian. I think that's what it was, if I'm correct.
What do you mean, like a form of guardian?
Like it was a protector, like say a protector of the king and all that stuff, a warrior of the king.
But wasn't there like a story of one of the Sphinx or cats or whatever? They protected them from like a giant snake or something.
I mean, I could imagine.
I don't really remember much of Egyptian history, but I have to play.
Yeah,
I have to play an Assassin's Creed game over and just learn it.
I mean, likewise, most that I know is because of art history.
I mean, I got like
I think that's Sumerian. Maybe not.
Okay, I found it.
I don't know. This
that's
one's
not like I don't think that's the Phoenix or Sphinx though. Like, you know, the one that's next to the pyramids though.
Oh, let me see. I saw one that was. This is, I'm going to say, a reconstruction because this is obviously not
great visual content for an audio format podcast.
Well, I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to Jordan because he's going to be talking about it. It's like this one right here. I'm pretty sure this is just like a reconstruction one, but they normally do a decent reconstruction from what my art history teacher has shown. Let's see, and last one.
Y'all, do y'all think there's aliens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember
not the only thing you see on TV though.
I remember you and Jordan, me and you in like 3rd grade. We got in big on this alien hype train, and people thought we were fucking crazy because we believed in this shit. Remember that? We would check out UFO books all the time.
I mean, it's an interesting concept, though. I mean, extraterrestrial life. We're not alone in the galaxy. It's pretty interesting.
I mean,
yeah.
This is a real depressing thought. We're born too late to explore the sea, but we're born too early to explore the galaxy.
You think? It probably will be a lot. Yeah, we were born way too early.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying now. We're born in the boring period between the two.
Yeah.
The most we might see in our lifetime is like a Mars trip.
Something equivalent to that was North Korea and South Korea.
Yeah. Which I kind of think is just kind of some bullshit stunt that Kim Jong-un's doing.
Yeah, but enough of that talk. Move on to something else.
Yeah. Oh.
I can tell you, it was better than Marvel Infinity War.
Oh, I did not watch it.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it.
I'm not really gonna watch it, but I basically figured out the plot through reading memes. But
did you say reading memes?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But if Ant-Man, I came across this 4chan post, if Ant-Man could sneak up Thanos' ass while he's taking a shit and expand, I mean, the end. Fucking destroyed.
The end for both. Damn.
I mean, even if he lived through that, I don't think he would still want to be alive after that.
He'd be decorated a hero.
Not like Kim Jong-un. He isn't shit. No ass.
Do you hear of some of the things he does over there?
Do what?
Some of the things they have to do over there.
It's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, I watched that. I learned from that documentary that Seth Rogen and James Franco produced, and it got blocked everywhere, so I had to order it.
Really? It got blocked everywhere?
God damn it, Jordan.
What?
Do you know what documentary he's talking about?
Oh, god dang it. Yeah. I thought he said Joe Rogan, so I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, God damn it, Jordan.
But no, I remember that movie. God damn it. That was a good movie.
I say it was terrible. It wasn't.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't laugh. Wasn't funny.
There was parts that I laughed at. Mostly the Katy Perry song as the tank round is coming to hit the helicopter. Oh, sorry, spoiler warning.
Who gives a shit if they haven't seen the fucking movie?
2 years ago.
If they haven't fucking seen the movie, it's their fucking fault.
You're right.
Someone hasn't a worker of mine that I worked with hasn't seen Logan, and someone spoiled the ending of Wolverine, known as Logan, dying at the very end. Just gets pissed off that I spoiled it, but it's the movie's been out for well over a year now. Get the fuck over
time to see it.
Yeah. If you didn't watch it, if you don't watch it in theaters, you're kind of up shitberg.
What?
Normally people sit there and go, if you didn't watch it in theaters, tough shit, you're going to take the spoilers and just suck it up.
Yeah.
What is that?
Dylan?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, I kind of got this whole superhero movie craze thing I'm not really into it.
At first I was. At this point, it's just dead to me.
It's like it's gonna fucking come to the theaters. It's like, why? I mean,
I just kind of want to see like what happens.
I mean, I'd say it's a lot better to read comics than actually watch a visual film. I mean, I say there's a lot more detail within the comics.
Well, yeah, most definitely. Just like books, like if a book gets turned into a movie, you lose so much of the book.
Oh yeah, and plus,
the background context
with movies, like especially the Wolverine films, produced the earlier Wolverine films, when they get that PG-13 rating, it's like it ruins the fucking mood of the film. Like with the way they did Logan, making it rated R and shit was great. It fit, and it was great to see the visuals of him actually shredding these motherfuckers.
I'll believe that. I haven't seen it yet, but I believe that.
Yeah, that one I actually cried in.
And which one?
Thomas Price?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Logan yet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't got around to watching it.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, so.
I mean, like, through spoilers, I already know what happens. So, like, it won't be as emotional for me.
It's like,
oh, man.
Yeah, also this whole Jurassic World craze, it's like...
Oh my god.
Man, what's up with these new Star Wars? What the hell?
When you find out, let me know.
What'd you say, Nathan?
Jesus.
Right.
What'd you say?
Fucking suck. Oh, he said, or I'll let him speak.
Great.
Translate for me, Jordan.
Oh, he said right.
They're right.
No, he said you're right.
Oh.
Basically.
What am I right about?
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Bro, there's a part, like, have y'all seen the new Star Wars?
Which one are you talking about?
The Last Jedi.
Or episode 8? Oh, episode 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm on the side of Kylo Ren for that film.
Honestly,
yeah, I mean, I want to see Kylo Ren.
Honestly, the whole time I sat there, I was like, the fuck am I watching? It's not a fucking drama.
Because it's like, with that one, like, he has, even though Snoke was like in on their reading their fucking minds and connecting both Rey and Ren's mind, it's like, I like the ideology behind him. Like, if both the systems aren't fucking working, but destroy them both and make a new system.
I mean, he's got a point.
Yeah. I think he's just like, he's still going kind of too dark side, though.
Yeah.
Oh, do y'all think he's really dead?
Who? Snoke?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
That he's alive. Oh.
That'd be.
But, I mean, but think about it. If he was the one that started Kylo and Rey's mind connection, then why did they still connect at the end of the movie?
I don't remember this part.
Remember when she's like in the Millennium Falcon, and he looks up at her and she looks down at him, and then she just closes it, and then they fly off.
My mic's been on mute this whole time. I've been like interjecting my opinions and no one's been acknowledging me. I've been thinking like, wow, it's fuck me, right?
I see what it feels like.
What I said was...
Now you know how I feel. Don't worry.
I don't mind the Star Wars movies. So the Last Jedi wasn't that great. No. And because of Snoke, I don't understand why he was a character. Like, he died too easily. Like, what was the point of him being around?
We barely learned anything about him.
Well,
he barely did anything.
Yeah.
I ain't reading this new Star Wars shit.
But
they had they had the entire expanded universe to go with, and they're like, nah, let's just make these shitty films.
And then to go like his connection with he started the connection between Kylo and Rey.
Yeah.
I said that he started it, but I don't think that it means it has to end with him. Like now they kind of know how to do it.
Yeah, that is true. So do you think they could just connect on their own or whenever they want? Or?
Yeah.
And plus, another bullshit thing that happened in episode 8 was like, fuck the force projection that Skywalker had to do. It's like that was a pussy ass move for the director to send him off like that. It's like,
yeah, fuck that. That was fucked up. Luke should have been in. They screwed over.
It would have been smarter if he was actually on the planet instead of in his own planet. I mean, it'd probably be using less power that he'd have to use since he's like on the same fucking planet. But at least even though he was planned to die in that episode, Leia isn't. She like throughout the entire Star Wars, this whole 12-part film plan, like from episode 1 to now, Leia's supposed to survive it all. And she is supposed to be a Jedi herself at the very end. That explains why she could like fly in that one scene when the whole ship was blown to fucking shreds.
Yeah, but
I want to go back to that. Remember the ship thing? After we finish this, I want to go back to that. But yeah, keep going.
What? I'm done with my sentence.
Oh, I'm just saying, like that lady, she fucking rammed the ship into the Empire's fleet or whatever and blew them up. Like, why didn't they do that all the time? Like, I would have been doing that in every movie.
Mm-hmm. Just chase the entire fucking plot of the movie, just for her to come up with that brilliant idea at the very end. Whoa! What a fucking climax!
Yeah, if I were either side, I would have been hyperspacing my ship into the other person's. Because think about
honestly,
it, like, you probably save money. Like one ship to take out a whole fleet.
Yeah, and plus, like, if you look at the Resistance ideas, like, even I posted a meme about it on my Instagram about, like, even though they're fighting against the First Order, they're not fighting for a functional society when they get done.
Oh yeah,
like the Republic,
the New Republic.
They don't want a military as soon as they're done fighting the First Order.
Yeah, like, I thought that was kind of stupid how, like, the New Republic just pretty much got wiped out. And, like, they didn't even stop the First Order or Rise to do anything.
Well, they're called the Resistance now, aren't they? They're not the Republic, it's the Resistance.
Yeah, the Resistance.
Or like the original Republic. Like, in the first one, The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember when the planet got blown up?
Yeah.
That's
awesome
that was the headquarters of the New Republic. And I think that girl, that looked up and saw the planets getting destroyed, that was actually a resistance. I forgot what she was called, but she was there to like try to talk the Republic into fighting. Yeah, that's why they had that entire scene, but it was never explained in the movie.
Then I don't remember the reason why the First Order ended their cloning program, which proved to be very efficient.
I think that would save money.
Yeah. It was proven very efficient in battle, like, due to the amount of time it takes to grow a fully functional adult. Because whenever, like, in the Star Wars films, I really never did care for the Jedi or the people with lightsabers and shit. I really mainly cared about the clones and stormtroopers.
That's the whole point.
What? No, it's not the whole point.
I know it's not the whole point, Thomas. I'm just kidding, but still, like, it's like such a big part of the movie.
I don't see it as a big fucking part of the movie. Like, episode 2.
Like, every kid wants a fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, honestly, I want a lightsaber still.
Talk about.
But, like...
Yeah, I want a lightsaber still.
I mean, it'd be badass as fuck.
I'd rather have a blaster.
Go buy a gun.
Yeah, I'd rather have a blaster.
Go buy a gun and you get a blaster down.
No. You're not. Look, jeez, it's not an infinite amount of ammo, but the blaster. I mean, it's a lot more reliable than it is a gun.
So uncivilized.
Me?
No, the blasters. Obi-Wan said it. Never mind.
Oh.
I got the reference. Don't worry, Jordan.
I've been looking at these prequel movies lately.
Why are we even talking to this guy about this? He doesn't even know the blaster reference.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Like,
Thomas, how many Star Wars movies have you seen?
all of them.
I don't know what to say now.
Like my favorite Star Wars films would have to be like Episode 3 because of I like the clone trooper design, and also like the fucking way the helmets and color tiers and how they made the ranks appear, but also the execution of Order 66 scene.
Episode 4, that's my fave.
That was perfect.
And Episode 5 would have to be because I love the fucking Hoth scene, the scenery. It was beautiful. And I love the way the ATs are. I'd always like role play as one growing up.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Fuck Thomas.
all-terrain armored transport.
You have proven to me you are truly autistic.
Hold on.
And
some of the best Star Wars content I've watched is the Clone Wars series, the animated one.
Yeah. Episode 7 would have to be my favorite. Good. Commander Cody. True shit.
Commander Cody, what did he do in Episode 7?
Boy, Commander Rex.
You mean Captain Rex. You got the fucking rank.
Nigga, you didn't know that. So uncivilized.
Ooh, my God.
I don't even want to hear it, bro. Go get a blaster and kill yourself, Mom.
I'll give you something much worse than that. I kiss you on the lips without saying no homo.
Bro, so you gay?
I ain't gay.
Jordan, you want some pee-pee suck?
Apparently, what, Thomas you want to suck my dick?
No, Thomas is offering everything.
Wow. Well, you attacked the person who's defending you.
I didn't know. I thought he was just saying I wanted it, so I was like, hell no, nigga.
No, I said that because he said he was going to kiss you without saying no homo.
Thomas is clearly high on death sticks.
Death sticks?
Damn.
You wanna buy some death sticks?
What the hell is death sticks?
You're gonna go home and rethink your life. It's a drug.
Oh. It's a Star Wars drug.
Oh, it's another reference, Thomas, but you wouldn't know.
Did you know if a Force user actually took death sticks, it weakens their connection with the Force?
Oh, I saw that video too. Yeah.
I have no.
Are you subscribed to Star Wars Theory?
Dude, I love Star Wars Theory.
Yeah, I've been watching all of this shit lately.
I watch Star Wars Theory and Eckhart Slider.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is Eckhart Slider?
He does Halo lore, Star Wars lore, and Star Trek lore.
I really need you to get into the Star Trek series. Like, I want to get into that series.
I'm very tired of Star Trek series, honestly.
Wait,
you're tired of it?
We're missing something.
What are we missing?
We were talking about something that I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, Episode 7 of the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, Episode 7.
Yeah, which one was that?
They were like in a small village. They came across a small village, and these creatures started attacking everyone. And I kind of like the design of the creatures. I like the way the animation was. I like the script, the scenery.
Oh wait, were the creatures the ones they kind of like rolled around and they were like lemurs?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember. My favorite one was like Episode 3, I think, when it was the clone troopers that were they were on the like kind of like the base all by themselves, like isolated. Mm-hmm. And in the end, one of the clone troopers, Fives, I think, he had to sacrifice himself by blowing himself up. Was the rest of the base? You remember that one?
It's been a while. I haven't watched that since like middle school.
It was the first time we got to see the assassin droids.
Oh shit!
Did y'all ever watch the Lost episodes for that?
Oh yeah, I've watched all of them.
What do you mean Lost episodes?
They have
if you go on Netflix, there's like a Lost episodes category.
Yeah, and they have some like Yoda like fights his inner darkness and stuff. It's pretty interesting. He learns how to like what Qui-Gon did, when he became one with the Force, or like Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah.
Like how
that's where he learns.
Yeah, that's how you become a Force ghost.
Mm-hmm.
The things I'd do if I were a ghost.
What would you do if you were a ghost?
I don't know.
He'd go into
Christ. Back to being ghost. Like, I heard Danny Phantom's getting a reboot.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be as good.
No, I don't think it would be as good either.
Isn't it like a live action?
I don't think it's going to be live action. I think it's still going to be animated. I think they already have like the design already set out and made public, but it's like when they're mature, like time, you can tell time has changed in their universe, but like I would always like thought of myself as Danny Phantom going to school.
Dude, I would die to
go to Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
I
would like to turn into a ghost, but fighting other ghosts, that's not my problem.
What I can't wait for is Invader Zim.
I never saw that.
Invader Zim was the shit, man.
Exactly. Someone with taste. Damn.
My life as a teenage robot was a shit.
That show
How about
weird.
some?
It was weird.
Some Avatar. Some Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That was bad.
Oh
yeah. Film was shit.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
That was the worst movie ever. Probably I've ever seen of a cartoon or whatever.
A live action remake.
Yeah, that was. And who directed it? Wasn't it like a really good director too?
I don't know.
Not sure.
It was like before I actually started paying attention to cinema and what people were doing.
It was a long time ago.
Lord of the Rings, they're going to get their own Amazon series.
I never really did get into Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah, everyone was interested in it except me.
They're getting a pretty high budget. I think it's like 500 million, 600 million or something. I'm not sure.
Oh shit.
What happened, Jordan?
Wasn't Netflix doing like a Star Wars anthology film, or not film, but like TV show? I think they were doing one for Mace Windu, or not Mace Windu, Darth Maul.
Ooh, I haven't heard about that.
That would be cool.
How do y'all think the Solo film will go?
I was gonna bring that up. I don't think it'll be that good.
Nah.
Wait, you said it wouldn't be good, or?
No, I don't understand. Like, why is every actor in that movie, like, all the good actors that are known are just random ass characters? But the main character, Han Solo, is just some nobody. Like, I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah, like, where'd he come from, honestly? Like, why did they choose him?
Who?
Yeah.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah, the guy that plays Han Solo in the next movie.
Oh, in the next movie, okay.
Yeah. There's this thing. I think whenever they uploaded the most recent trailer, they put every person's like every character's actor tag, like the real name, in the tags, except his.
What?
Yeah, like they put Emilia Clarke. She's from Game of Thrones, and then some other people.
Hey, I found the director for the Last Airbender.
Who was it?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm guessing there was a twist at the end.
Nah, it ended like.
Yeah, he left it on a cliffhanger because he left after the first season. Whatever the boy's name was Ong or something?
Aang.
Yeah. Sat there and learned how to fully master water. They left them out where that general gets killed by Ong whenever he goes on a rage.
I mean, like, it was titled Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 1, though. So, I mean, they were going to end it there.
That was the plan, was to make, like, I think another 3 movies after that. Because I think they were going to do one on all 4 of the elements that you could use on the air, the water,
and just
dirt, or earth, and fire.
But, like, with another M. Night Shyamalan film that I may actually watch is Split, where that's like that dude with 23 personalities and shit.
That boy.
How that universe is all connected to Unbreakable, which is another film he did with Bruce Willis, and I think Morgan Freeman was in it.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
All of them, both those movies, they're in the same universe, and there's references to it.
Quick question,
Tom. Bruce Willis made an appearance at the end of Split, like I think after the credits.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Hey, Thomas, quick question.
Yeah.
Have you watched Cloverfield?
Yeah.
What would you say towards that second one?
Okay. I've never really watched the second Cloverfield. Is it like Cloverfield Lane, like where it's in an underground base?
Yeah, that's number 2.
With that one, based on a review I watched by Red Letter Media, it's in the same universe, but probably different timeline. It's not like the same creature that attacked New York City, because I think that was like the first evidence of it.
That was the first one. And then the second one is dealing with like aliens coming in and dropping gas bombs everywhere.
Yeah. It's like...
I'm sorry.
And plus, it's like from what I've seen also, is like the dude who had the underground base is like connected to another character from the first film who was in a media business, and people were connecting dots to it. But also they also made another film within only for Netflix, which they did no marketing for it, but only like during the Super Bowl they did marketing for it, and that's where they got a majority of their viewership from on that Netflix movie. Great marketing, but with that one, it wasn't based on the creatures. It was like based on time shift and time warp, something with that, because
it's
this dude lost
it's what
his arm,
caused
but
it.
his
I
other
watched
arm
it.
came.
It was really good, actually.
And I think at the very end, there's an even bigger Cloverfield monster than the one that was in New York that popped up.
Damn, that was a big ass fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have Netflix, like, it was a pretty good movie. I think y'all like it. Have you seen it, Thomas?
No, I haven't seen it. I just watched a review on it.
Oh yeah, shoot. That is pretty interesting, though. Like, what? I don't want to like spoil it for y'all, but like, I don't know. Next podcast, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How long has this one been going for, anyway?
What? Oh, this one? We've already gone like for well over an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know what we should do? I think we should maybe we should, like, every other week we should all watch like the same movie and then come back on here and review it.
Yeah. We should.
That'd be
that.
interesting.
Cool.
Good content.
Oh, no, love it.
Yeah.
Well, new guest.
Well, a movie I recently watched was the 50 Shades Trilogy. I mean,
Really?
Yeah, me and two, like, we streamed the movie through, like, I was chatting with two other people in Discord while watching it. Like, we sent the link to the website, we all synchronized on what frame we were at, and watched it all together.
I only saw the first one.
On the Cloverfield stuff?
Well, we're not talking about Cloverfield.
Never mind.
We're talking about 50 Shades of Grey here. But my favorite quote from the first one was like, I have it typed out here. Let me get it real quick. But it was some awesome shit, which I would actually use in real life.
He puts the lotion in the basket.
Like, two things. First, I don't make love. I fuck. Hard. I was like, damn. I was like,
damn, boy.
Yeah.
That's the next level shit.
But the second one, what'd you say, Nathan?
You gotta be confident. Bitches love it.
Yeah. And then the second one, it was more of an actual, like, romantic film, in my opinion. I don't remember much of it. I remember watching it, but I don't remember what it was about. But the third one felt mainly like an action film to me. 50 Shades Freed. I think that's the correct one. But
I'm free from all the sex.
No. It's like completely different from what you expect. I mean, I never thought I would actually enjoy it, but damn, I didn't really care much for the sex scenes, but it's a great story.
You just sitting there slowly reaching over for that little lotion bottle as you're watching Shades of Grey.
No, the other dude I was watching it with was straight up beating his meat in one of the scenes, and he was like screaming at us to shut up. It's like, you can just like mute us.
He was yelling y'all to shut up.
Yeah.
While he was beating his meat watching 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I mean,
damn.
Uh-oh.
You have some interesting friends, Thomas.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Oh, said he'll be back taking a mad shit. But like within for a rated R rating, it shocked me with the first film because I like normally with rated R films, like if it's mainly, since this film was mainly about sex, it's like, okay, I can understand there's gonna be female nudity, at most for a male you'd see an ass. But like for 2 or 3 frames, you could see half of the dude's shaft in one of the sex scenes.
Fair enough.
I mean, like,
so you were expecting like Deadpool level nudity for the male part.
Yeah, I mean, like there was like full frontal for the female, but I wasn't expecting it on the male.
Which I find weird, but I'm also grateful for that they never show the shaft.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, like let me find the quote.
God dang it. For a second, I thought you were gonna send us like a picture of it. I was like, no.
I don't need to see a damn dick pic.
Okay. Nope. Oh, it's like the quote is like, I didn't expect to see dick. Sex scene starts playing. Insert person's name, probably beating his dick.
Wow.
Yeah, and like plus in that Discord chat, another friend of mine would like he'd quote what I said, and then he'd make the text to speech played out loud. It was great. But I mean, it's a great movie if you actually watch it. 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed.
Are you gonna read the books now?
No. Fuck the books. I'm not gonna read them. But the movie, it was great. I mean, if you're not really just watching it for the sex scenes, it's a pretty great story with it too.
You guys want to call it a wrap?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good to me.
Yep.
Thomas?
Well, this has been the Flycast episode 4 with the usual host, as always, Nathan and Dylan. And our two guests for today were Jordan and Colten. Give them a round of applause for holding up this long. And anyways, what else did I usually say in the outro? Okay. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, share it with your friends and family. I mean, it depends if you want to share it with your family, but mainly your friends if they're pretty cool with this content. And anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, evening, whatever you're doing at the moment listening to this. See you guys next time.
And remember, kids, don't double wrap.
Colten, you're a Tennessee guy.